we're in the office. What I said earlier about it having no leaks is not really a lie, but it's not exactly the truth either. Um, I was kind of keeping it quiet because I'm in the garage and, filming outside just really is new to me. So kind of just decided to keep it short and simple in the garage until we're actually working on the car. The goal with this channel or with this build series that we're going to do, we're not only going to tackle building the car, like new coilovers, new wheels, possibly some forced induction, who knows, um, possible swap. It's going to be also tackling the stuff because, like I said, it's got 228,000 miles on it. Stuff's going wrong. And I have a list of stuff that I need to take care of before I start building it. I already have one thing for it. I have that steering wheel, but that was out of my wagon. If you're new to me and you don't know about the wagon, I had a bagged TDI wagon, and I very much regret selling it. I will have another one. Mark my words. I will have another one soon. Um, so with going back to the Miata, the goal first is to fix everything, get it mechanically sound. There's a couple little things that I have to do. There's a slight oil leak coming from the oil pan. Um, First thing that I tackle just because it's easy, cheap, and I'm not rich. There will be bits between me putting on stuff. I'm not gonna. I'm probably gonna. The plan is to have 2 videos up a month, um, and I'm gonna tackle through all the maintenance stuff that I need to get done. That I just kind of been putting off, and so tackling into the maintenance stuff. So I've already done. I have brand new pads and rotors all the way around. Um, I need to fix the oil leak. I need to do new sway bar end links, and I might tackle the whole, like all the sway bars or both sway bars and then all 4 end links at the same time, just because they are factory and it's got some miles on it, it's got some abuse. So we'll just go ahead and knock that out. But that'll also be more on the modified side. So I'm breaking this build series up into 2 categories. This is going to be the first one is going to be maintenance and then building the car. There's a couple hoses that just look like they've seen better days. So like coolant hoses that I'm going to replace. I pointed out uh, the hose clamps that connect to the radiator, that connect to the engine, the heater core and all that. And I'm going to replace all of those just to be on the safe side. They don't need to be replaced, but it'll help. It'll prolong the lifespan of the car. A new radiator. Like I said, the radiator is old. It's the factory radiator, and it just needs to get out of there. It needs just go away. I need to do the timing belt, and then while I'm in there, I'm gonna do the thermostat, water pump, oil pump, and resealing the timing cover, obviously. Um, New belts, hoses are all going to be new. Um, I want to get into this car and feel comfortable enough to drive to California if I wanted to. I live in Savannah, so the next thing on the list is clutch. So the clutch that I have, I believe I haven't broken into the transmission. I believe is the factory clutch as well. Um, I think for right now, I'm just gonna do an OE replacement, just because I'm not taking it on the track yet. I'm not taking it through the mountains. It's just going to be, it's my daily until things change. That's what it's going to be for now. I'm also going to, at some point, take a weekend off of work, and I'm going to do all new bushings in the front subframe and then in the rear. Like I said, they're just the factory bushings, so I just want to knock them out. But I'm also going to do new upper control arm bushings, lower control arm bushings, like the whole 9 yards. And then I will clean up the all the arms, so like the upper control arms, lower control arms, all the rear subframe. Just clean it up, make it look nicer. Nobody's going to see it, but it just the extra mile to make the car nicer. Now, that's all maintenance, so you guys kind of have some stuff to look forward to. Now, the mods that I want to do. Obviously, I have the quick release. It's Avenue Performance wood grain with leather steering wheel. I like it. It's comfortable. It's not too large. It's not too small. It's just perfect for that car. And I'm going to do the quick release. I know it's kind of tacky, but the steering column does not move up and down, so I'm kind of locked into one spot. And I'm not tall by any means. I'm like 5'9", but I still not hit my knees on the steering wheel every time I get in the car. So it's just for more of a comfort thing. Wheels, I am not going to cheap out on the wheels. So it's going to be a little bit until I get the wheels. I haven't really decided on what wheels I want. I love the look of tri-spoke wheels on a Miata. Also Meisters, I'm a big fan of Meisters. I found some LMs that I went and looked at that just weren't it. But I'm gonna get done with, like I said, all the maintenance stuff. Everything else. Wheels will probably come last, just because that's a big ticket item, and I'd rather knock out some other stuff, get you guys something to watch. Paint, that's before wheels, right before wheels. I'll probably have that car off at paint whenever I order the wheels. Just because it's been repainted before. I'm going to prep it for paint myself, or attempt to. So like fill in all the not holes, fill in all the low spots, do some body work. And then if I'll tell whoever does it, if it's just complete trash, just redo it. I'd rather it be done properly than have to have it redone in a year or so. But I'm not going to do a basic red color. The Miata will not stay red. And it won't be a boring color. I'm not going to tell you what color I'm thinking. But it's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. Along with the paint, a body kit is needed. It looks good with the stock body, but it's, could use a little spice. I'm not going to do the KBD kit. There is a kit by Destroy or Die, and I love it. It looks fantastic. I'll put a picture right here. Got to remember it's reversed. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like, and that's kind of what we're going for. I'm going to keep it a soft top. I'm not going to do not going to get a hard top and put on, just because, I like just being able to, if I'm at a red light and it's nice out, just throw the top down and, just cruise. In a hard top, I'd have to store it whenever I'm not using it, and then I don't really have the space to store it. I just have enough room to work on the car, and just kind of do that. Like just enough room for me to have my tools, um, and all that. And let's see, we got paint, we got the quick release seats. It's another thing that will probably be tackled a little, probably during the maintenance side of it. That's just one thing that I have. I just want to get the old seats out. Yeah, it's just another thing that I need to get done. Uh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get it done. Um, the ultimate goal with the Miata is going to be a track car, not a dedicated track car. It's going to be like a daily that I can take to the track, that I can also take up to the mountains whenever I want. But just a nice, clean, simple daily that you can tell that I put work in or put. But I'm gonna do everything right. I'm gonna do everything how I want to. Do keep in mind though, this is my car. I will take some advice from you guys in the comments, but it's gonna be mostly what I want to do. Um, Maybe in the future I'll do a build series where I've taken like I only do what the comments say. So the comment picks the color that I paint it, whether I paint it or wrap it, whether what wheels I get, what seats I put in, what body kit to do, that kind of thing. Content like Japanese car content. That's not me. I am a diehard Volkswagen Audi group fanboy. I've had a 2014 Jetta. I had a 2018 GTI, and then I had a 2013 diesel wagon. I eat, sleep, and breathe Volkswagens. I love them. They're fun to drive. They're just great vehicles all around. Pretty simple to work on. There's some stuff that's kind of irritating, but that'll probably be the next car will be another Volkswagen. But that's nowhere near in my future. It's not in the near future. So if you like, hopefully next video will be figuring out the oil leak. I'm going to show you how to diagnose it. Show you how to replace it, or from what I think is the oil pan gasket. Walk you through step by step how to replace it. And another thing, I work in a shop, but other than to align the car, and then tires, like I'm just gonna do tires in the shop. But other than that, whenever I am underneath the car, I'll be right alongside you. Jack stands, uh, on my back, just for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. I do have back pain, so I kind of have a cop out there. But most of the stuff will be done in my garage. I have good lighting in there, and have my speakers. So until next time, I will. Like I said, next video will be diagnosing the oil leak. It'll be fixing the oil leak, hopefully, if it's just a quick, simple fix. More than likely, it'll be fixing the oil leak. And then we'll go from there.